Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Everyday Makeup Monday. I hope you have had a fantastic start to your week. Just a few sort of housekeeping points before we jump in. Firstly, I'm just having a little bit of a rubbish day today. Not that anything's happened, I slept well, etc, etc. There's nothing physically wrong with me. I just feel like I'm in a bit of a funk today and I'm trying to get myself out of that by putting on makeup that I enjoy today. So if I don't see my usual cheeriest self, then that is why. Hopefully by the end of this video I will be feeling a little bit better. Secondly, I have this horrendous rash on my neck, so I don't know what's caused it. I don't know why it's there, it's just living its life on my neck. So that's point number 2. Number 3, my eczema is really bad today, so if you see flaky, horrible skin on my hands and on my arms, no you don't. That's just another thing that's making me feel rubbish today. And lastly, number 4, my table behind me, I'm hoping you can't see it. That is just an absolute mess. I'm hoping to tackle that today, but if I don't, then I don't. I just need to get on with my day. So that is that. I am using one of my favourite products today just to try and make me feel a little bit better. The E.L.F. Liquid Glitter. This is in the shade Copper Pop. I haven't used this in the longest time, but basically I just wanted to do a very basic, everyday makeup look for you today, and hopefully by the end of this I feel a little bit less, you know, like I say, nothing bad has happened, I just feel a little. So let's just get on into it. I am using today the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. I slept quite well last night, so I don't feel like I need too much. I just want to get rid of the redness on my cheeks. I think that my eczema is starting to spread onto my cheeks and onto my face, and I'm wondering if that's what that is as well. I've always had it really bad on my hands and on my wrists, but I think it's spreading. I think it's getting worse. It got so much better when I cut out dairy a few years ago, and I still don't eat dairy now, but just at the minute it seems really bad, and I don't know why. Next up, I'm going in with the Maybelline Face Studio Contour Stick thing, the one that's got the highlight on one side and the contour on the other. I'm just trying to use this up. I don't really love it, but as a cream contour product, I'm just trying to use it up. So many products in my drawers, and a job that I'm hoping to get done today, wanting to go through my drawers and start a project pan maybe. So I think that would probably be one of them, because it's one of those that I just never reach for because it's not my favourite, but I could easily use this up, so I feel like I should. I've also pulled this out today. I haven't used this in the longest time. This is the E.L.F. Monochromatic Multi-Stick, and this is in the shade Sparkling Rose. I didn't love this the first time I used it, but I wanted to give it another go. I just feel like it's very glittery, and it's quite chunky glitter as well. It's not just a shimmer. It feels quite chunky, which I should have known with it being called Sparkling Rose. It's just another one that I don't really love. The colour is pretty, maybe not the most summery, but the colour's fine. I just feel like it's quite sort of children's play makeup, which is weird because I love E.L.F. I love E.L.F.'s products, and this just sort of misses the mark a little bit. Also, ignore this spot. I don't know where that came from. So because it is now summer, apparently, I do feel like I need a setting powder, and I've been reaching for this one quite a bit recently. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. Now, I have been using this. I have used this on my channel before, and I used it with the sponge. I don't love applying it with the sponge, but that does make it a very full coverage. I like just using this with specifically the Real Techniques setting brush. Now this is a very sort of long bristled, sort of loosely packed setting brush, so you can pick up quite a bit of pigment, quite a bit of powder, but because it's so loosely packed, you can just apply a really, really small amount. Now I don't feel like I need too much because that concealer that I used under the eyes is more of a matte finish. If, for example, I was using the Collection Stretch Concealer, which is super creamy and hydrating, I would absolutely need this all over. But just a small amount of this, just to add a little bit more pigment, a little bit more coverage, and to set things in, I've really, really been enjoying. Even though my skin is super dry at the minute, I've been liking having that just extra reassurance that the heat isn't going to break down my makeup too much. And it's a little bit blurring, just a little bit more coverage, and I've really, really been enjoying that. I'm going to warm up the face with the Kiko Baked Bronzer. The shimmer in this with like the mateness of the skin is just beautiful for summer. Just the undertone of it, the finish of it, it's got the slightest little bit of shimmer in it, so it feels really lovely on the skin. It lasts really well all day, but the main thing for me is that colour. I really, really love like the undertone of this bronzer. For brows, I'm going in with the XX Revolution Faux Brow. This is in the shade medium brown. I'm going to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I'm going to try this under the Wow Brow. I have tried this recently and I don't remember what video it was in, but I have used the brow setter in a recent video and I said that I would try it under the Wow Brow, so here we are. I can feel that like solidifying in my brows. That is the weirdest feeling. So I will go over now with the Wow Brow. This is in the shade Brunette. Okay, so that is some intense hold. They are some intense brows, but I don't mind that. I quite like how they look. They look even more fluffy than usual. So onto the eyeballs now. I did already put some of that bronzer through my crease, but I will just go in with an eyeshadow brush and put a little bit more through. Over the lid and under the eyes, just really roughly. I'm never too precise. And then into the E.L.F. Copper Pop Liquid Glitter eyeshadow. This is one of my favourites. It was hidden at the back of my things up here and I haven't used this in the longest time, so I just apply this onto the lid and then instantly go in with a buffing brush and spread out all of the pigment, and it just gives you the quickest glittery smoky eye, and that is me on an everyday basis basically. So I'm just swirling around because I have had this for a while and it's not its freshest, but I still want to use it. So swirling that around in there, trying to get as much product onto that little applicator as possible, dabbing it over the lid really roughly, and then in with a big fluffy blending brush. And I took that down a little bit too far there, but that's me done. If you're feeling a little bit rubbish today, a little bit down, put some glittery eyeshadow on. I already feel better. So that is me done. Genuinely, I already feel better for just making an effort. Does that make sense? Like, I wasn't even going to sit down and film today, but I'm so glad that I did, and I'm so glad that I've made the effort. I already feel better. I already feel like I can get on with my day now. Isn't that so weird how, like, sitting down and just doing your makeup can make you feel so much better? Like, genuinely, I just feel completely normal now. And I've been putting this off for hours, okay? I've been up since 7:30, and it's now 10:30. And I've just been sitting around not doing anything, just sitting here trying to build up the courage to start. And now I just feel completely fine. Going in with the Lash Sensational, and obviously building up the longest, most spidery lashes I can, because I'm covered in glitter and I need some lashes. Okay, so that's 2 coats of mascara on the top lashes, 1 coat on the bottom lashes. I did just pull a cat hair out of this eye, so if it's looking a bit red, no it's not. And that is the eyes done. I do feel like I probably want an inner corner highlight, because it's me, and of course I do. I feel like this could work, this L'Oreal one. This is the Icoconic Glow. That doesn't say iconic, does it? Icoconic. Why is that confusing me so much? Icoconic Glow. Is that a word? Am I losing the plot? Probably. Probably at this point, yes, I am. So I have tried to use this on my face before, and it just leans really, really pink on the skin. Like, it has that duochrominess to it, and that's just not the most flattering on my skin tone anyway. But I think for an inner corner highlight, this might be okay. No, I need more. I'll just tap a little bit of the Goddess of Love one over the top, because I know I like that. See, look at the difference there. That's one tiny little tap, and that was like 2 layers of that Icoconic one. And that tiniest little bit of highlight just brightens up your eyes again, because this can be quite a lot, okay? I appreciate that that's a lot of glitter, but that little bit of highlight just dials it back a little bit, makes it a bit lighter, a bit brighter. Yes, much better. Yeah, that looks like a nice combination. This is the Revolution Pro Hydramatte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Crème Syrup. These smell like cake, but the colours are also really pretty, but they also smell like cake. So, I feel like, do I try and make that into a beauty mark or something? I feel like that's really throwing me off. Should I try and just cover it? I don't normally try and cover spots and things, but I feel like that is just completely throwing me. From far away, I can get away with that now. I think I'm done. I really like these liquid lipsticks from Revolution Pro. They're so comfortable. It is a matte finish. There's no like sheen on my lips, but they feel really, really comfortable. They feel really hydrating. I really, really enjoy them. That was the shade Crème Syrup. Big, big fan of that. And they smell like cake. So that is me done. Thank you for coming on this journey with me today. I'm sorry I was in a funk at the beginning. I feel so much better now. This was my warm hug that I just needed to get me on the track for the rest of my day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are feeling like you're in a funk as well, put some glitter on your eyeballs, put on some lipstick, and it might just make you feel a little bit better like it did for me today. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!